Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome to the new farm area. We're here in Erlengrat. I had to look at it because I keep saying it wrong for whatever reason. I don't know. But we're on the new map here. This is the Alpine Expansion DLC. And yeah, we're good to get started. I've just done a lot of math to see what I can afford and what I can't afford. And if my rough math is correct, I should have about like between $40,000 and $100,000 left after we buy everything. Yeah, my initial math had us taking out like $100,000 loan, and I'm like, nah, I can do without a couple of these things. So we're gonna hop in and start buying everything. But this map is very good looking, by the way. The only thing that I am kind of bummed about in relation to this map is, am I looking at that? Yeah, it's not like, so you see a lot of forests, but you don't get access really to any of those forests. I was hoping for a little bit more forestry on this map. I can always set up a forest, but I think a better mix on a Giants designed map would have been fun. But really, that's my only complaint. I think the map is set up very well. You have a lot of grass, which is nice. So you can get these big rolling fields. These are all like mountainy terrain. It's really cool. And then down in the valley areas, you have all your fields and your town, which is very well nestled in here. It doesn't really overrun any fields. It doesn't take up a huge point of the map, but it is very well done in my opinion. It looks really nice. I am not going to try and pronounce too many of the names on the buildings because they are all Swiss, and I will butcher them. But this one here is craft. I'm assuming that means landscaping and agriculture in English, but I could be wrong. But yeah, we're here to buy up all of our stuff, and I have a little list here. Well, a little list, I say. And I think really the only thing, I've been looking at all the stuff from the farming pack here, and I do like a lot of it. I actually do really like the little rigid track here, the SKH75. I actually like all of them, but oh, it's this one here, sorry, the SK50 electric. It is actually really cool. We played around with it in stream the other day and had a bit of fun with it, just kind of driving it around. We didn't actually use it. I'm not gonna buy it for now. I may end up picking one up later. But for now, the only thing out of the new tractors we're going to be picking up is the Linder Lintrack 130. And there are no engine options on it. It's just this one engine size. So the only thing I'm going to add is a front loader. And this is going to be the first thing we're going to buy. And on top of that, as I said, I've already made up a list of the stuff that I want to buy. But before I do any more buying, we're going to buy my fields real quick so that I don't end up running out of money. I've looked at a lot of the fields, and I do want to expand out and buy like different fields in different areas, but my first two fields are going to be 12 and 13. I was going to do 11, but that's what really puts me over. I'd have to take out a loan to buy 11. As I said, if my math is correct. So I'm actually going to buy 12 and 13 to start. And I think that's a good chunk of change gone. But everything else should be affordable from this point on. So I'm going to quickly go through and buy everything, and then you guys will be able to see it all in a fancy line set here in this nice and rather large parking lot here. Okay, so it turns out that my math was wrong. So for now, the only other things I was going to buy was a plow, a seeder, and a sprayer. But I don't actually need to use any of those straight off the bat. Oh, why is that double in the back? I didn't notice that. Well, we got double wheels on the back of this for whatever reason. Must have been an accident on my part. But yeah, so you guys already saw the Lintrack that is new to this expansion. And as I said, it's a very clean looking tractor. Nice angles. It's got kind of like a drop nose look. I don't know if it's technically considered a drop nose, but also the 360-degree view is nice. It's one of the reasons I also went back and we got the case again, the 7230, just like we had on Felsburn. I accidentally did the double rear wheels. I don't know how I did that. And we upgraded to the Massey Ferguson Activia 7347S with the free flow header. I think that's what this one is. You can't actually see on the side. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the free flow. Nice wide header. I think it's a section longer than our previous header on the Felsburn. And then I went with the Joskin Transpace 8K because I wanted a nice big trailer, and it was only like 35K. So I thought, hey, why not start off and get some stuff going? So now what we have to do is get all this moved over to the house, or our land. I don't even have a house yet. Speaking of a house, I forgot I needed to buy one of those. I don't really need to, but it's always nice to have. Yeah, let's find the best way to get to our field. I always want to click M for map, and it just doesn't work. Alright, so we gotta go out of here, turn left, come down here, and then go up. And we're just gonna park everything on the outside of 12 for now, just on this side. We'll probably end up doing something on the far side of 12, building-wise. But I like the area we have. Like this, the upside of these fields here is you have a sell point here, sell points here, and a sell point up here. So you have a pretty good amount of options. It would have been cool if they had one on the coast over here, but I understand why not, because it's really just like a lake. It's not like an ocean or a port or anything like that. It's really just a lake. So now I have to get everything moved over to the area and set up to work. And I'll bring you guys, I'm going to bring all this gear over, and then we will swing on over and check out the fields, and I'll show you guys what crops we have over in our fields that need to be harvested. So guess who was a dummy, didn't check if these fields were grown before he bought them. Driving through, there are a couple of fields that are already fully grown. 21, 19, stuff like that. Actually, what is the price of 21? Oh, 57,000. Alright. I really wanted to do some harvesting today. I wanted to drop it in. I might end up buying 21 just for the sake of buying 21. But I will have to take out a loan for it, which I don't really mind doing, because I think we'll be able to pay it off, because we currently have no loan. I paid off the loan and then removed all the extra money they gave us, because everything we had, the $995,023, is everything that we made in our last series over on Felsburn. So once we sold that farm and everything I bought in it, I decided, hey, let's we're gonna carry the money on over to the next map, which is what we did. And so, as I said, we have no, no limit on money right now. What is this? Oh, this is also sugar beets. Yeah, I was gonna buy this field, but I didn't want to deal with sugar beets, especially a sugar beet field this big right now. We'll deal with that another day. But I'm thinking, yeah, we're gonna take out a loan and we're gonna pick this up, ready to harvest. It was only half fertilized, which, by the way, is why I bought that sprayer. I did pick up the Hardy Mega 2200, and I did, well, I didn't fill it, but I put 2,000 in it, because field, again, I clicked M for map, 13 needs to be fertilized one more time before growth. So what I think we should do is head on over to the shop. Head on over here and... oh. Where's the nearest ATM? I'll just do it in the inventory. I just thought it'd be more fun to do it there. But you can just do it right here. Yep, borrow money, and... what was that, 92,000? So I'm just going to borrow 100,000. There we go. Again, that's going to cost us a bit of money, but we'll be able to deal with that. Yeah, we bought a lot of stuff. But we are going to buy one more field. But the first thing I'm going to do is, I am not going to make you guys watch me fertilize this field. I only need the 2 of these over on the other field that we're just about to buy. So let's get this guy set up to do this. This is also huge compared to our previous ones we've used. It's very... well, it's going to do a very good job. So we're gonna leave it to do its thing over here. Wow, that's actually much wider than I thought. If I remember correctly, it's like a boom arm and a half bigger than the previous one we had used on Felsburn. So I was very happy with the fact I was able to afford a lot more stuff. And I hope you guys are looking forward to this series as much as I am. Alright, so I'm going to leave that. I'm really going to hope that it's enough. Because now, we're going to go in here, and we're going to buy another piece of land, even though I really shouldn't. X, 21, buy. Alright, let's get, I was doing really good driving, by the way, guys. I didn't hit a single sign until I put this behemoth on the road. Because I don't have a header trailer for this. And I don't know if you can buy individual header trailers. I didn't actually check. It doesn't look it, at least in here. Unless there's another spot for it. I don't know where you get header trailers except for ones that come with a built-in trailer. And I could have sworn that you could get header trailers. So if you guys know where to get them in this list, please do let me know. Oh, right here, header trailers. I don't normally scroll that far into the sales thing. So, let me get this on over here. We're going to get it ready. And I'm going to throw on some music. And we're going to get some harvesting done. Well, we got almost all of it done in that time lapse. But yeah, the field, I keep clicking M and I don't know why, is fully done. I did have to do a little strip myself. You guys wouldn't have seen that in the time lapse. But we went over and picked up the new, let me actually grab what this is. Loading wagons. This one's actually from the DLC. Which one did I get? I think I ended up just grabbing this one because, and I really should have grabbed this one. It'll be fine. I can always end up selling it and upgrading in the future. I just, you know, didn't want to go for the big one right off the bat. But I do like it. I will end up doing baling in this series. That is not going to be a thing I won't be doing. But for now, I just thought it would be easier for us to just kind of get all this up, just because I still have a little bit of money, but I don't have a ton of money. You know, and that's really where we are at right now. And yeah, that's really it. I just don't want to spend the money on baling right now. So, we're just not going to. So that's why we've got the forage wagon. It is a bit of a hike to the barn from our current plot. And I'm pretty sure that's the only place you can sell it. Let's, yep, just the barn. And it doesn't have a very good price, to be honest, so we probably won't do too much of these three. And we'll just kind of leave them the way they are. But it is here, so I am going to sell it. And as I am hoping in the future to get a good bit of... Come on, go down. There we go. A good bit of other farm, like, I want to get animals again, straight up. I want to get animals. I don't know if I'll do sheep. I think I might skip sheep on this one. I may do a small sheep farm. I don't know. The sheep seem to be good as long as you have a ton of them. You know, and it might be the same way with cows. I don't know. Chickens are worth it. In my opinion, chickens are far and gone worth it. And I'll be buying the largest chicken coop I can get. And we'll be putting that down somewhere. And that is actually one of my other, I don't want to say complaints, but there's not really a lot of good like flat land to use for placeables. So like the first area, like the recommended area on this map does. So like right, where is it? I'm trying to remember where you spawned in. I thought it was right here. No, like I think it's right here. Is nice, but that's really the only area that's set up for any form of a placeable. So the fields are nice and flat, which would be nice if you want to convert one into a placeable area, but there's not really any space. All of the rest of this is all just hilly grassland. Like, it just looks like this, you know, and you can't really do much for placeables on there, which is kind of a bummer. And I'm still gonna do placeables. It just means I'm gonna have to sacrifice chunks of field for placeables, and we'll have to play around with it and see how it is I end up wanting to do it. It'll probably be the left side of 12. I know I keep bringing up the map, but I'll probably end up doing placeables in like here. So like from this line over, I'll end up doing like my house, my silo, garage, you know, stuff like that will end up being over there. And honestly, I think that's going to be the best way to do it. I don't really think there's any other way to do it. So we'll have to play around with that. Well, I say no other way. There's plenty of other places. Like, I could turn this whole thing here into a placeables field. But, I don't know if I will, to be honest. So, again, not our priority at the moment, but just a thought in my mind. If you guys are playing on this map, feel free to let me know which fields you picked up right away. Did you keep the original start point and all of the stuff that came along with that? Or did you guys do the, you know, the mid one? Or like the start from scratch and stuff like that, which you ended up doing, and what you've already done on the map, because it has been out for, ooh, I'm just destroying a bunch of crops. It has been out for a few days now, so as of recording, this has been out for 2 days, and as of the day this video goes out, it'll be 4 days. I think this video comes out on the 16th, so that'll all be there. So just I am curious as to what you guys have done so far and what you guys have gotten up to. Yeah, this is a decent harvest, honestly, for something that wasn't fully fertilized. I think we'll make a decent amount of money off of this. And my first goal is probably to pay off a bit of that loan that I just took out, because I don't want to end up getting hit with a lot of that. So, I'm going to step away. I'm going to quickly finish up this field, and then I'll bring you guys back for us selling this. Actually, we may not even have to travel far. What do we got? It's wheat. Who's still got the best price on wheat right now? The Felsburn grain mill. Where's the Felsburn grain mill? That's weird that they have one called the Felsburn grain mill. Oh, because the train goes to Felsburn. Makes sense. So it's going to bring it all the way over to Felsburn. That's funny. What's the price right next to me? This is just the standard grain mill. Is way less. Okay, we're definitely not going there. So, as I said, let me hop on in. We're going to finish this up. And when I bring you guys back, we'll be over at the Felsburn grain mill loading up to send the stuff back home. This is really hard to drive on the normal streets, and I cannot wait to get rid of these double wide tires. I want to do it in my own little garage setup, so we're going to keep them for a little bit for now. I just got to figure out what we're going to do with it, but it is a little bit harder to drive. I do have to kind of wiggle to get through the bits at... Huh. Do I have to load it up into the train? I'm really confused. I do not know what's going on. I don't know. I also completely lost my train of thought because this has confused me. Do I have to load it up into the train and drive it over to Felsburn? Okay, guys, I think I figured it out. So it looks like I have to bring it over to a place like this, and I'm just going to dump a little bit in here real quick just to be safe. Just that much. And then you got to run around back, hop on the train. I'm just testing this because I haven't actually done it yet. You got to line up your big bucket with the spout. There we go. And then... okay, R to start filling. Okay, that is cool. So I honestly thought this was a sell point. I did not know that you could actually use this. Okay, so we're part of the way there. So all I have to do is get this in here, and then I really don't know what happens to it afterwards. We'll have to see. And I think what I'm going to do, by the way, guys, is I'm going to spend... whoop. Half of, so it's we'll end up spending half of what we make on this to repay part of the loan. I think that's going to be a good way to start. I just have to remember there's a really low overhang. Just means when it gets higher, I just have to tap I to keep it from going too much. I'm assuming that's to prop open the door. Alright, so I should be able to go R and fill, and you'll see back there that the cart is filling. I am curious what the capacity of this cart is. You can also do fluids, it looks like, or lumber. So and then I think, so what do we got? I think this one's gonna be your fluids, this one's your grains, your lumber, and animals, maybe. I don't actually know, but it does not look like you can tab to the train, which is kind of a bummer. I know that used to be an issue. You'd be tabbing through on Fellsburn way back, and you'd end up tabbing into the train all the time, which isn't bad. I just wish there was a way to get to the train a little bit easier. So yeah, but what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna drive this straight on to the edge of the map and see what it lets me do. If we end up in Fellsburn, we end up in Fellsburn. If not, I think you just have somebody else do the work. Like actually drive it over there. What's N do? Oh, there's a thingy there to open and close the back. Ah. But yeah, I don't know what happens when we get to the edge here. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, that does that. So yeah, it's got all your normal controls. I've just never actually used the train for anything except for, ooh, look, train. You know, I tried to use it to transport equipment once, way back. And, that didn't go very well. It was back when they had, like, a flatbed. The train will now drive to Fellsburn and will return on the other side of the map. Do you want the train to sell? That is awesome. Yeah. Alright. There we go, 13,000. So, we'll actually, I'm just going to pay 5,000. You know what? It wasn't as much as I thought, so I'm not going to pay any. What I am going to do, though, is off camera, I'm going to sell off all of this because it's going to be a few loads to get it all in. There's not really anything I can do. I should have just dumped it on the ground. It's just not really worth it to collect straw at this point because I don't have a place to store it, and I don't have a need for it. And you really don't have a need for straw until you have cows. So, in the future, I don't think we're going to do too much straw work, but we'll have to see what we do with that in another episode, because I am going to be calling it here, guys. I hope you have enjoyed everything we've been doing here. The map looks beautiful. We've got our first field done. We own 2 more. And I can't wait to see what else we get up to, because, yeah, these are fully fertilized. We'll let them kind of get growing. We'll probably start working this field in the next episode. Starting to get everything done there. Being able to use that spot we just had was really cool, the grain mill, to go and sell in Fellsburn. And yeah, if you guys have any ideas on things we could do on this map or anything fun in general, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But with that, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is some defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.